Hey guys, Vinith here and welcome back to my YouTube channel Fee Diaries. In this video, we're going to review the Honor 7X, the phone that I have unboxed a month back, and if you want a straightaway verdict, then just go for it. This phone is a killer option for its price, be it the design, the display and mainly the camera. I have already made some videos on this phone, you'll find those in the cards and also links in the description. Now before jumping into the video, if you end up liking the content, then don't forget to drop a like, and if this is your first time on my channel, then don't forget to subscribe as well. Now that every opening ritual is done, let's roll that intro. Honor 7X isn't the first phone to have the dual camera, not the first one to have 18:9 display, not the first one to have 2.5D curved glass, not the first one to have fingerprint scanner, but what is different this time with this phone is its price.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
The 32GB 4GB version comes for 13,000 rupees and 64 and 4GB version comes for 16,000 rupees, which is comparatively cheap if you see the phones having the same features. The only thing that made me upset is 3,000 rupees price hike for that additional 30GB internal storage. You get approximately 52GB free space in 64GB version that I own. Mind you that it has a hybrid slim slot and it can support SD cards up to 256GB. The phone comes with the included case which adds bit of a flesh to overall size, but still I'd recommend to use a case because the phone is slippery with the metal back and the grip could be an issue without the case. The in-hand feel is pretty neat and the tactile feedback to those buttons is satisfactory. The camera bumps are relatively smaller and the silicone case that comes inside the box pacifies the same, avoiding direct contact with the surface. I surely miss the notification LED and not a fan of fingerprint scanner location which is at the back, but with the minimal bezels I think I'll need to get used to it. The fingerprint scanner placement is quite comfortable and there were very rare occasions where it failed to detect my genuine attempt. The on-screen navigation key is also something that I don't usually use, but here there is no option. This ends up me hitting the navigation controls when I try to access a bottom part of any application. The phone is not at all single-handed usage friendly. I mean, why do I even say, because it has a 5.9-inch display, but the phone is delight to look at due to its 18:9 IPS panel. Honor is calling it a full view display and provide Full HD Plus, which is 2160 by 1080p resolution. It's not the brightest out there as any other AMOLED display, but it is sharp enough to give you a pleasant experience. The highest brightness setting can survive in sunlight. You can adjust the color temperature from the settings if in case the default mode comes hard on your eyes. Lot many applications nowadays comes compatible with 18:9 aspect ratio, but the phone won't open it in 18:9 for the first time. After you open the app for the first time, you can see an option at the bottom of the display that will say full screen display. Upon tapping, the app will restart in 18:9 aspect ratio. If you don't see such option, then it's the app that doesn't support the aspect ratio, not the phone. You can change the font size and even change the display size if you are into seeing max content with less scrolling. Due to this aspect ratio, there are downsides as well. A lot of EMUI themes give issue while using them. Now talking about the skin, the EMUI on top of Android Nougat is smooth, quite beautifully designed, especially the notification display. The top bar, the toggles, that daily changing lock screen wallpaper, it all seems well thought and well implemented. Some nifty features that come as a part of the EMUI makes it a pretty sweet deal, like App Twin, where you can clone the social media applications like WhatsApp and Facebook so you can have two accounts running on one phone. You can turn the app drawer on and off from the settings. You can configure the navigation keys as per your requirement, like changing their sequence or adding an additional key that opens and shuts off the notification panel. It also comes with some pre-installed bloatwares which you can uninstall if you don't need them. Overall, stunning software experience. In my daily usage, I didn't find any major delays or glitches thanks to its octa-core Kirin 659 ARM CPU, from which 4 out of 8 cores are clocked at 1.7 GHz, while the rest 4 are clocked at 2.36 GHz. All the variants have 4GB of RAM and it has Mali T830 GPU. Benchmark scores are quite mid-range-ish, similar to what we saw on Moto X4, but the gaming performance wasn't the best when it comes to high-end gaming. I have made a gaming review of this phone separately with 5 to 6 different games. In case you missed it, then you know where to find it. The volume through the bottom firing speaker isn't loud at all. Plus its location makes it more problematic when you consume media or play games since your hand may interfere with it. Battery backup from the 3340 mAh battery is something that I think could have been better. To power that huge display and to lit up all this setup, Honor should have added better battery management, because at the end of the day I was left with 10% or less juice. And what is more frustrating is its charging time. With included 2 amp charger, it takes more than 2 hours to charge it fully. Network reception in enclosed areas was good, but in elevators I struggled to get seamless connection even when the phone showed me 2 out of 4 bars in the network. In the same elevator, I use my iPhone regularly and my calls never dropped. But except that, the data reception was excellent and overall I'm quite happy with it. Coming to the area that I'm most psyched about, that is its camera, and more than that, its camera application. Taking its legacy from Honor 6X, Honor 7X also has got some decent pair of dual cameras at the back and even at the front. With 16 megapixel primary and 2 megapixel depth sensor, the portraits are crisp and overall the camera produces quite decent. Even the 8 megapixel front facing camera is lit in most of the situation. I have covered its camera aspect in a separate video and even compared its cameras with Moto X4 and OnePlus 5T. Card on the right top corner and links in the description. Do check that out if you're confused. I think this covers everything that I wanted to share with you guys, and to conclude, the phone really has a lot to offer for this price. If you're a guy who is up to date with the backups and don't need a lot of storage, then I think 32GB variant that comes for 13K is a bomb deal. Believe me, the phone is practical. Even with so many features, it doesn't look like a gimmick or a beta version in any department. I highly recommend this phone over any other mid-range phone that is out there, be it Redmi Note 4, Mi A1, Moto G5s Plus, and in most of the areas it also beats Moto X4. If you end up deciding to buy this phone, then there is a link in the description. Do use it to help my channel at no extra cost. Like it if this helped you in any way, subscribe if you're new, and be it good or bad, comment your thoughts below. This has been Vinith, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace!